other day from it sounded like some old lady, and she was like, I'm from the Department of Unemployment, and during the Rona, there was overpayments to pay back on. There's a new law now passed that you can try to get your money back. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I said, she goes, you have to fill out the paperwork and all stuff. So I said, okay. She goes, well, we sent you an email to the thing that when you do it online, you know, which I don't remember how to get to it or what my anything about that. That was 5 years ago, you know what I mean? And so I said, well, could you mail it to me? She goes, oh, well, we've done that. You know, she kind of just like appalled that I asked. She goes, but you can do it over the phone right now. It takes about maybe 15 minutes or something. And I said, no, I really like you to just mail to me. And she goes, well, you know, we can do this blah, blah, blah. And she just was kind of insistent about it, you know. And the more she was insistent, I was like, they scammed me on my overpayment and had to deal with all this crap from whoever was scamming people's stuff down from Africa or wherever that was from, right? So now you're calling me, you know, and you said, well, I'm from the Department of Unemployment or whatever, you know, and then now you're just pushing to the 100th power to get me to fill out this, you know, do this application, you know. And I said, no, can you just mail it to me? And she goes, okay, yeah, and she couldn't, okay, yeah, click fast enough, like, you know, because I obviously wasn't responding in the way she had hoped, you know. And I'm thinking, in this whole thing, you're going to ask me, what's your, you know, your social, you know what I mean? She was going to run down the list of things, and it takes 15 minutes. There wasn't a detail they were going to miss, you know what I mean? And then she said, oh, and this will be, she goes, and this is on a recorded line and everything, and I was like, oh, sweetheart, how about you just mail it to me, okay? So, and like I said, she couldn't hang it up fast enough, so. But just think how many people they hear, oh, I'm going to get my money back. You know, they're all over it. That's how they get people. That was, you know, in my brain too, I was like, hey, the $68 that y'all were so worried about really is not worth, you know. It seemed it started to get fishier by the minute, you know, but then, like I said, as soon as I said that, I mean, before I could even say bye or whatever, it was click.
Oh yeah, but because the old 61, it must have been totaled.
Oh.
So it was insurance thing. They couldn't put cruise control on that because the old 61 didn't have cruise control. Which that's stupid.
It is. Because it was old. When that thing was built, they didn't have cruise control, people.
It's just like, come on. School districts paid a little extra to get the freaking cruise control on there.
Yeah, and the thing about, you know, and to give us be able to get directions, you know. And I laugh how, you know, yeah, it's safer to hold a route sheet in your hand and be looking at it like this in front of your face and keeping your hands off the wheel than it would be for someone to tell you where you're going. I've always wondered about that one.
And it just makes more sense to have somebody telling you. And it's like, it makes more sense in my brain when I'm driving to have somebody telling me than trying to read it.
Because then you're trying to decipher, I mean, and the way those are written now, I can't even almost make heads or tails of them, you know. And then I was laughing the other day, I went to that place in Burlington on Regent Street. Get on the freeway, come back off, go down trucking or whatever, and or take that exit, and I was like, I went across the bridge, went underneath, went down Anacorta Street, turned right, and went right and off of Fairhaven and went straight to Regent Street. I was like, why would I need to get on the freeway, go around all that, come back through, drive all the way around? I was like, what crackhead made this up? You know, like that's lunacy.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know those streets well, so that didn't help.
Howdy.
Corvin got picked up.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for being the bearer of good news.
I couldn't even hear. It's too much. Ben, on the bus. Too much going on in there, and then somebody had to tell me. I couldn't hear it. Here comes Miss Phoebe.
Yay.
Bossy as ever.
Oh, I don't think so.
I know. She has been today.
Ah.
Come on, man. There you go.
So the only one I got left is no Corbin. So I don't have
Hi,
anybody.
Phoebe.
No Corbin.
Yeah, picked up.
How are you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend.
Good.
You
Hi,
too.
sweetheart. Nice to meet you.
Crystal.
I see you.
Sit down, Phoebe, and get buckled up.
Yep. Good job, Vanessa. Oh, not yet. I just had lunch at your restaurant today, Phoebe.
Hey, Benny, turn that down, please.
He's not buckled yet. You want to just put that down for a second so you can buckle, and then you can pick it back up? You want me to help you? Can I help you? Is that okay? Alright, he's buckled. Everybody is buckled. Everybody is buckled. Yeah. Did you have a good day at school, Phoebe? Yeah, good. Chicken teriyaki? Mmm.
And then the is for the mommy make food. And then make and just spicy noodle.
Yeah.
What busy? What did you eat?
What did I eat?
You.
I got pad see ew.
What you eat?
Mm-hmm.
This is sauce?
That's my favorite.
Lemon.
Yep, my favorite. Ah.
Are they out on winter break or something, or how come you're not?
They had a 2-hour late start,
Oh,
and that's no out of district transportation.
oh. I see.
You want me to throw it away? Yes, ma'am. I can throw that in garbage. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's one of the rules of the bus. No eating on the bus. Good job. Mm-hmm. Put my glasses down. Not allowed. Okay. Those are pretty boots. You got a bluey coat and a Barbie backpack. You're so cool. Yeah. In an airplane to Thailand. Yeah. That's so cool.
But that had to have been a long flight.
I think Mom goes quite often, doesn't she, Phoebe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck?
So the restaurant must be rather lucrative for to fly to Thailand quite often.
The heck? Yeah, it is. I mean, yes, it's a tiny space, so there's not a lot of place to sit, but it is always full.
I remember when it was the naughty time. I was in there a few times. The bar opened at 6 in the morning.
Huh.
And you know what? And it was for as long as I'd ever known. And they must. I mean, you don't keep it open if it's not gonna make money.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Not much time difference between 2 and 6. You know what I mean? Who's counting?
Yep.
Parking their van right there on that little side street. Like, there's such limited parking, and then you go and you camp out there, you know. I've noticed it hasn't been there recently. They've only gave them the booth.
That was his water bottle. Yeah.
I think that's cool that you said that your friends aren't finding out what it is.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Because, I mean, you figure it used to be that way. You was like, wait until the doc flipped them over that you got to go, oh, okay.
Yep. I mean, I'm too much of, I want to prepare. I mean, you can prepare not knowing, but...
Well, but, you know, it kind of takes the excitement, you know, like Christmas, you know. I think, like, my parents, I was supposed to be, I mean, I was Ronnie Lewis, you know, and then all of a sudden, then I was, oh, well, I guess it's Ronnie Lewis. And then a friend of mine, him and his wife, they were told, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl, so they bought all girl stuff, and when they flipped them over, it was like, wait a minute, hold on a second here. So Stephanie turned into Steven, That would be weird, wouldn't it? I mean, like, paint the whole, you know what I mean, or what, buy all, you know, little dresses, and...
Yep. Have a great night.
Well, they turned around like 18 months later and had Caitlin, so I guess it all worked out okay.
Yeah, when I was, you know, having my first, I wanted a girl so bad, I just had to know.
Let's go.
She just gotta make sure she gets in the house. Then we'll go. Yep, she was able to open the door.
I knew my son was a boy. I was so sick of him. I was so sick. And I just told everybody, I said, I know it's a boy. Like, well, I said, no little girl would treat her mother like this, okay? It's a boy. Sure enough.
Where's his hat? Hat.
And then I laughed. I had a dream about Wendy that she was pregnant, and this was after she had Parker, and Pam told me that, oh yeah, her and Jared are trying. And I said, oh, I go, because I asked her, I said, is Wendy pregnant? She said, no. I said, yes, he is. And she goes, oh, really? So we're supposed to find out in a couple weeks or next week or something. I said, no, she's pregnant. And I said, it's a boy. She said, okay. I said, because I have dreams. And she said, all right. And then like a week later, she goes, oh yeah. She goes, we just found out Wendy's pregnant. I said, yeah. And I told her, and Pam said,
like you're hiding, Phoebe. Pretty. All the pretty lights on you.
Really, lady? Wow. Not very impressed with the costume guard.
Oh my goodness. My 12-year-old's calling me.
Uh-oh.
Probably should have answered. She never calls me, but
I always answer when it's my kids. I don't care where I am or what I'm doing. If it's my children, I'm gonna answer it.
should be getting on our bus right now. Hey, what's up? How are you getting home? Alright, that's fine with me. Alright, love you. Love you. Bye. My daughter. Yep.
Mom?
I'm the mom.
Your dad too?
Yes, yes, Dad.
Papa?
Hey, Grandpa, yep.
Your dad? Your mom?
Yep.
That's all your dad.
I had a feeling she was just going to ask if you would go to her friend's house.
Yeah.
Where? You know what? She's at Mount Baker. She goes to Mount Baker Middle School. Like you go to LaVenture Middle School. Yes, my daughter goes to Mount Baker Middle School. I wonder why you go to LaVenture.
The class.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I forget about that.
It's funny, my kids are all, my son's 44, Sierra's 30, be 33 this year, and Tawny's 29, and I still stop in. I told her, all grown adults, and because my kids don't call me during the day, they're not at work, just like they are, you know what I mean? And so that if they do call, I don't, like I said, they're still my children.
Yeah.
And I will answer that call. Everybody else, you can all wait. Y'all can wait. If it's my kids, yep.
They kind of go back and forth between if they will contact me or their dad. My husband was laid off from Halloween until like January 1st.
Oh wow.
So they kind of got used to having him to call or text to ask questions or whatever. But they still should be. He is more likely to be able to answer. I'm more likely to actually be driving. Like, I cannot answer the phone.
My kids were usually good. My kids' scheme was who's the one most likely going to say yes. Whatever they were wanting.
Yeah. Which is another reason why I don't know why they don't call their dad.
Yeah.
Because their dad's more likely to say yes.
Yeah. Scott was the softie. He was always, go ahead, here's $10 to go. Have fun. Did they clean their room? Did they do their homework? Did they do their chores? And then you're always the bad guy. Hey.
No, I'm fine. I'm the one that they're scared of.
Oh, my kids too.
You know, which I actually like. Yes, you're scared of me. Then don't bug me. Go ask your dad. I'd rather you ask your dad.
Kids used to say that. They still do. Not my dad they need to worry about.
Alright, Miss Phoebe.
There you go, Phoebe.
You have a fantastic weekend, okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too. So, sweetie. No doubt. Bye. Her booth was like a sherbet ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow sherbet ice.
Phoebe used to crack me up when I would pick her up for school. She'd make whoever brought her out like sit in the driveway before she got on the bus.
Oh.
Because she was super, super independent. She did not want them to help her get on the bus, so they had to sit.
Wow.
It cracked me up. But that was preschool Phoebe.
Like to have that picture. I've been eyeballing a car and I called about today and the guy goes, wow, because I have 3 people coming to look at it today. And I said, well, you know, it must be up in the air.
Yeah, my husband went from working 4 10s and 2 8s for probably 4 to 6 months before he got laid off, and then he was laid off, and now he's back to working 4 10s and 2 8s.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. It's funny because he's on the same job site, but it's a different company.
Isn't that weird?
Because I think what he was explaining is, so he's working on the new Microsoft building in Redmond,
Oh.
and it's a big like insurance scam. Somehow they're doing something where they have a company do like a certain portion of it, and then they fire that company and have a new company come in and fix what the other company did. I don't know, it's really weird. I don't really understand it, but the company he was working for before got fired from the job, so he got laid off, and then he got hired at this new company, and that's where they're working.
You're welcome. 26 clear.
I mean, it's 16 hours of overtime pay a week, so it just sucks that it's not really voluntary.
Yeah. But the thing that's just sad though is that the more you make, the more they pay. So
Yep.
it almost, sometimes you have to wonder, is it really worth it?
Oh yeah, since I've past 10 years ish, we've been paying at tax time.
You been claiming everybody?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. My husband makes a lot of money.
Ouch.
And then, I mean, our job is a pretty darn good paying job. There's nothing, I am uneducated, there is nothing else I could do that I could make this much money.
Yeah, but with our CDL now though, you can go wherever you want. Just like all those guys that drive snow plows and the garbage guys and all that stuff, all they have is a Class B CDL too, and they all make really good money. So there's jobs out there.
That's true.
A lot of work. A friend of mine that of their own retirement.
That would be cool. Then you're not responsible for kids.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, so there's lots of work out there. Because I have a friend of mine too that works at the county now, and he's way up in there, and he drives the plow, drives whatever vehicle they need, and he started, and he trained him to get his Class B, and as soon as he got it, he drove a route, for like a week or something, and it was like, thanks, see ya.
Yeah.
I've worked for the county ever since.
Well, especially now since it's state training now.
How about that?
It wasn't 10 years ago.
It wasn't 20 years ago either.
Well, I figured it wasn't 10 years ago. It wasn't before that.
They didn't pay for anything. You had to come up with everything. Now, in the way they, pay for you to get your license and all that kind of stuff, they never did any of that.
Yep.
You were on your own.
Yep, that was the same 10 years ago, except you got a bonus after however many hours driving with students on the bus. That basically gave you the money back.
My only real thing I have a problem with these days is the fact that somebody who's been here is just getting hired or been here 1 year makes $5 less an hour than I do, and I don't know of any business anywhere that somebody can work at any job for over 20 years, and the person that just got hired yesterday makes $5 less an hour than you. There's something really wrong with that picture.
Yeah.
That's the part that just kind of rubs me wrong. Because like I said, I even guarantee if we call district office right now and ask, the lady that's the secretary sitting out front, and the secretary that's been sitting over there for 20 years, does that secretary right there make $5 less an hour than her? I can almost guarantee they go, no. So why is it okay in our department? And I think that's sad, because what does that say about you too? I mean, you put in your 20 years, you're going to go, oh, wow, I'm making $5 more an hour than I did 20 years ago. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I started out at $19 an hour, $20 an hour, something like that. So I mean, it would come along, but still, at this perspective, after 20 years, I shouldn't be making $5 more an hour than somebody. So.
Right.
Like I said, but what is that? I mean, how do you feel about that? Knowing that you're going to put another 10 years of your life, and you're going to be making $5 more an hour than somebody who just walked in yesterday.
I mean, what was the difference when you started between you and the person who had been working?
I was making 19, and I think that the highest drivers were making 28 or something. So basically, like about $10. But it's a different. But you have to put in, the costs and things or something too.
Yeah.
I know it was more than $5. We made was it 19? 1962 or something, some weird number like they always do.
I'm trying to think.
Because I could even probably pull up one of our old contracts and look at the difference between what new hires and what people were making. Because that only just happened with that new thing when they wanted to get, we got to get people in here, we get people in here, and so that's when they upped it up so high, making so much money walking in the door. We have no Jace, he's been sick. And I have Brahito and Robbie.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have Brahito in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you take his sister?
Process sometimes.
Towards the end of the year, she's just going to ride every day. And it's, I wasn't, ever going to say anything because I didn't care. I had the space, and I knew she was helping get him ready in the morning. But when I had him, I had Hannah. So just would question stuff and anyway, so I went and talked to Kelly about it just to say, hey, you know, is this okay? And she said that she would look into it and let me know, and she never did, and I just continued to let her ride. Because I'm like, why wouldn't I? Here's Burrito.
I like his jacket.
Yeah. Hi, Burrito!
He's on, so we're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at you.
I know, really, yeah.
Hi, Hannah!
What a supervisory material right there, I'll tell you what.
Don't tell anybody. You know? Hey, this is your bus over here, goofball.
This is your bus,
No,
Hannah.
Over here, let's go.
Hi.
How you doing, Burrito? Ooh, look at that, you're risky.
Who was the one?
Baby.
Oh, what was,
Good job, Burrito.
who was the one that was Xander and what's her name?
Oh, Naomi?
Yeah. Whatever happened with that story?
I don't know. Last time I knew, he was living with them.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But did they go to? And then I think they started Attic or something, or he did, or whatever.
He did. He was still here last year, and he was at Attic.
There we go. And now there's neither one of them.
Yeah.
Then I saw a picture of his mom, Marissa, and she had been in a new relationship with some guy since October. So I was like, oh. Happened to threw Jeff away like last week's cash. Alright. I guess till you stay married long enough to be sure you get your chunk of the change. And you throw them away and start all over again. I never got one of those. Every one of them, I got nothing, man. And when Scott died, and I called about the insurance that we had, and they were like, oh, it's only in case of an accident. And I was like, oh, okay. So nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
And no tooth round here. No tooth round here. Hi. No.
No. Let's keep our hands to ourselves, please. Thank you.
I'll open.
And there's Robbie.
There's Robbie. Look at Kennedy. Look how badly
died.
she's
Yeah.
Robbie!
Robbie, over here.
A clown. And no tooth round here. Hi.
Oh.
Hi, Robbie. Okay, now we just wait on Jenny's mom.
Benny, you stole my seat.
He'll be getting off soon, Robbie.
No tooth round.
Yeah, you can sit there once he gets off.
No tooth round.
I can't sit on you. Oh no.
There's my phones in the bus. That's those phones on the bus. No church.
No churches. No Benny's allowed on a bus.
No tooth round.
Yeah.
I'm a good.
Oh, there's nowhere for me to park.
No tooth round. No tooth round here. Tooth round here. No tooth round.
I just want to pick Jenny's mom to show up.
No tooth round here, hi. Hey, round here, hi.
No, thank you. down right now.
Ew.
You bit me.
Oh, nice. That's weird. What is it? Wow, Benny.
No tooth round here. No tooth round here. Hi. No tooth round here. Hi. Yeah, we'll put this down. No tooth round here. Loosen up. Round here. Tooth round here. I don't think they're clowns. I'll open. No tooth round here. Tooth round here. Well,
I don't even know where his mom comes from. She just appears out of nowhere. There she is. There you go, Benny. There's your mom. Benny, there's your mom. Go ahead. Benny, come on. There's your mom. Let's go.
no tooth. Look at the class.
Hey, there's your mom. Keep going.
No. Open two round here. No tooth round here.
He had a rough ride on the way over. He said he had a rough ride on the way over, and he even got really aggressive with the bus monitor and stuff. So I just wanted to let you know.
Benjamin.
Well, now you know who to shoot.
Well, it's like, oh yeah, Robbie's gonna switch seats.
There you go. Buckle up, Robbie.
Okay, no marks.
That's good.
Luckily, I had that post right
Yeah, no
there.
doubt.
But
My favorite is when she just says, "Say that, mine," something to teach her. Wow, yeah, that's one reaction like that.
But yeah, it was like, I was standing there because he was getting a little antsy with Robbie. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stand between him and everybody else. And then he grabbed my side, and I was like, no thank you, and I backed up a little bit. And then like a minute later, he jumped up and he was biting himself. And then he turned around, tried to grab me again, and I wasn't there, so he jumped up and then grabbed my arm and bit me.
Well, and this is that, he's only supposed to ride on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that was the agreement. And it's become more and more all the time because it's convenient for mom to bring him to her rather than her have to deal with her kids.
pulled over, dropping off a student. She pulls up right in front of Tressa and blocks Tressa.
She does it every morning, like she owns the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's only there for a minute, and Tressa actually lays over, so it's not, like, a big deal, but
it's
not always going to be that, and she's going to be blocking people, and it's rude. And do what you're supposed to do. If you bring him to school, you park, get out, and walk your kid into school.
Yeah, because he doesn't even hang out in those classmates. I don't even know. And this whole thing, too, in my paperwork, it says on Tuesdays and Thursdays, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, now it's whenever they bring him out. And like I said, so for the last half an hour, he's been his babysitter. Transportation babysitter. They don't sound alike. You know what I mean?
Well, who else? There's somebody else who has a high schooler that gets dropped off at the high school from special needs classes.
A middle schooler?
Or yeah. Somebody, it's an older lady that works at the high school.
I don't know. But I'm not a real fan. Yeah. Well, especially when it was only Tuesdays and Thursdays, because it's supposedly something on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. Or all right. But now it's whenever. Because every day else they'll be like bringing it on. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
Today is neither Tuesday nor Thursday.
Nicer, you can actually like understand a lot of what Phoebe says now.
Her braces, maybe they're helping her.
Yeah, they must be.
It's amazing how when your teeth start lining up, how enunciating becomes like far more clear.
I mean, there's also a difference between preschool and middle school Phoebe, so.
There you go.
That makes sense too, but I remember she tried to jibber jabber
Robbie.
Have a fantastic weekend, Robbie.
Tomorrow is his first trip to the DMV.
Oh boy.
Total ID day. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye. Is that Robbie's sister?
Yeah,
She's pretty.
she's gorgeous.
Yes, she is. Wow.
She was funny. So I think she graduated year before last. Yeah, I think that's 2 years she graduated, but there was one day where they weren't going to school, and Tiffany decided she was. Like, so she got up, got herself ready, and started walking to the high school.
Oh. Well, there you have
Saw
it.
her all the way on Fur, like almost to Madison.
Wow.
On her way to school. I tried to pull over and pick her up in my bus, and she ran.
That was the second time I've ever seen her. Yeah, I found out here just recently that Robbie, over Christmas break, Robbie's dad checked out.
Oh.
Went to the big mystery place in the town.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like went to sleep and
Oh,
in the morning
man.
didn't wake up. And they had already made plans to move to New York and all. I mean, like it's all in the works, you know, and everything, and it's to move in with his parents or his family. And
Oh, wow.
He goes and like I said, transitions on to his next situation and leaves them behind, and that would be so weird to leave your whole world and then go move with your in-laws and you don't even have your husband. Wow, so she doesn't look like either one of them. Neither one of them are tall, and she's very tall and everything. That's interesting. I always thought Robin's dad was like Uncle Toaster.
I know, she's gorgeous.
Yes, he is. I mean,
He is.
like, stunningly so. Wow. Somebody should get a portfolio and take some photos of her.
They'd have to get her to dress up. And she will.
Well, there's a lot of, they want to see a black and white photo because that shows your features and stuff like that. And I think, and what a perfect career for a person who couldn't remember lines, couldn't remember, you know what I mean? That just sit there and, do something silly that makes her smile and click, and there's your $1 million photo.
Are they cutting some of the trees in your house, Bernito?
Well, that's going to make it difficult to get to your house, Bernito. Ruh-roh. We got too much going on here.
Okay, Bernito, go ahead, my friend. All down.
Walk through that way, Bernito.
Have a great day.
Stay away from
Have a great
those
weekend. Kind of make sure things.
Just
Good kid. Didn't even go near anything.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yep.
Because that was rather precarious.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his paperwork says he's authorized to be let out
Yep.
and go.
Yeah, no, I had him last year, and I had them put that on the route sheet because nobody ever comes out for him.
Nope.
And I think Scott had him the year before, and Scott was telling me, oh yeah, you just let him off. They've actually told us to just let him off. So I was like, okay, we'll let Pam know.